What if I told you there are beds that sell for $1.6 million or photographs that go for over $4 million? Yup, I'm talking about luxury items with price tags that are beyond your wildest dreams. And in today's video, we'll explore some of the most expensive things in the world that'll simply blow your mind. Let's start with something truly rare and unique, the feather from an extinct bird called the huia. This symbolic bird for New Zealand's Maori people had striking black and white feathers, which they used for adorning their high chiefs going into battle. Sadly, hunted to extinction, the last huia died in 1907, making intact feathers extremely rare today. But in 2017, a private collector in New Zealand managed to get his hands on a perfect feather at auction. The crazy thing is, he ended up paying over $11,000 for it. Yes, over $11,000 for a single feather. Next, we've got the Charles Hollander chess set. I don't even know how to play chess, but this set is beyond compare. The entire thing weighs over 2 pounds because the maker used over a kilo of 14-karat white gold. That's like a stupid amount of gold. On top of that, they put in almost 10,000 black and white diamonds. Do you guys even know how many carats that is? Well, it's like 186 carats. I mean, who'd even play with these things? Alright, up next we have something truly unusual, a $1.6 million magnetic floating bed. Now, this thing is no ordinary mattress. It actually hovers around 1.5 feet off the ground using some crazy advanced magnetic tech. And it took the mastermind inventor, Janjap Raisanars, a whole 7 years to perfect this magnetic levitation system. Astonishingly, it can support up to 1,500 pounds of weight without touching the floor. I mean, can you even imagine sleeping on a bed that's just floating in midair? Well, some lucky buyer said yes, please, and dropped millions to be the proud owner. iPhones are already expensive, but did you know there's also an iPhone worth $2.9 million? Yes, you heard that right. Designer Stuart Hughes took a regular old iPhone 3GS and entirely redesigned it with the most posh materials ever. We're talking about a platinum case studded with over 130 diamonds that add up to almost 100 carats in total. And that's not even the best part. It's also got 4 massive pink baguette diamonds, each a whopping 2.5 carats. You definitely don't want to be letting your little kids get their hands on it. Now this one is a pure museum item, the Heinzmann piano, which is worth a jaw-dropping $3.2 million. Usually, when you think of a piano, wood or ivory comes to mind. But this one is entirely made of crystal. From the massive gleaming keys to the frame, every single part is beautifully crafted from the rarest quality crystals. And guess what? Despite being a spectacle to behold, it's actually fully functional. Well, I can't even imagine how crystal clear the notes must sound, bouncing off those crystalline keys. You aren't going to believe this next one, the most expensive photograph ever sold. It's called Rhine to Kuh, taken by famous German artist Andreas Gursky back in 1999. All it is a big, beautiful picture of the Rhine River. But as they call it, this thing is a true work of art. The vibrant colors, epic scale, and gorgeous attention to detail are said to transport you right into the scene. While other artists spent years painting elaborate landscapes, this Gursky guy just captured breathtaking nature in a single shot and nailed it. No wonder it set the record when auctioned for a staggering 4.3 million bucks. Our next item is the gold-plated Bugatti Veyron, owned by legendary rapper Flo Rida. Now, this thing already came stock with a crazy 1,200 horsepower engine and could go from 0 to 100 in just 2.8 seconds. But Flo Rida wasn't satisfied with an average multi-million-dollar supercar. So, he had the entire thing dipped in 24-karat gold foil. And I mean the whole thing. From bumper to bumper, it glistens like nobody's business. The paint alone costs over $1 million to apply. Insane, right? We've got an art piece that's sure to give you chills. The infamous Dead Shark, valued at an insane $12 million. Now, all it is just a tiger shark carcass preserved in a tank, and seeing that thing floating there is enough to freak you out. Surprisingly, though, back in 1991, when iconic artist Damien Hirst first crafted it, the piece was meant to represent the fragility of life and beauty in unexpected places. Deep stuff, right? Clearly, it struck a chord as well. After all, a hedge fund manager shelled out $12 million just to take it off the market anonymously. I don't know about him, but if I saw that thing in someone's house, I'd be having nightmares for weeks. Next, we have the legendary Diamond Panther bracelet worth a mind-blowing $12.4 million. Now, this thing has some serious history. It was gifted to Wallis Simpson back in the 1930s by her lover, King Edward VIII. And yeah, you guessed it, she was the woman he essentially gave up the throne for. Edward really knew how to show a lady a good time, that's for sure. I mean, just take one look at this thing. It's covered in hundreds of diamonds with obviously flawless cuts, styling all over the 18K white gold body of a roaring panther. Doesn't exactly scream subtle, does it? Imagine a watch that costs more than your ancestors could earn in 5 lifetimes. Meet the 201-carat gemstone timepiece, rocking a jaw-dropping price tag of $25 million. Yes, you heard that right. Just to put that into perspective, most people's entire jewelry collection doesn't add up to a single carat. But leave it to the master craftsman at Chopard to take watchmaking to an entirely new level. He designed it with 870 perfectly cut diamonds, weighing in at a staggering 200-plus carats total. It's also got 3 of the rarest, most flawless diamonds ever, a 15-carat pink diamond, a 12-carat blue stunner, and an 11-carat white rock that would drop any sane person to their knees. Pink diamonds are already insanely rare on their own, but ones over 5 carats are basically unheard of. Well, step right up, because this 24-carat stunner takes the cake for $46 million. When world-renowned jeweler Lawrence Graff laid eyes on it at auction, he knew he had to have it. And who can blame him? The color, the cut, and the sheer scale of this natural wonder are enough to leave anyone mesmerized. I wouldn't be surprised to see the value going double or even triple over time either. Next, we've got the most luxurious neckwear ever crafted, the Lincomparable, aka the Uncomparable Diamond Necklace, valued at $55 million. It features a giant 407-carat flawless white diamond, which is bigger than your hand can hold. And that absolute boulder is just the centerpiece, surrounded by nearly 100 more perfectly cut diamonds weighing over 200 carats. Can you even imagine the bling factor on this beauty? It probably blinds anyone within a 10-mile radius. Crazy to see how much appetite has grown for these ultra-high-end splurges. This next item is straight up bonkers. This famous French artist named Paul Cézanne painted a picture back in the day of some dudes playing cards, and it sold for $275 million. Who knew a simple painting of guys gambling could be worth that much dough? But apparently, this guy was really good at mixing colors or something, because art experts go nuts for his stuff. And now it's owned by those mega-rich Qatari royals. I guess they were like, yep, we'll take that painting, wrap it up, and just hand it over almost $300 million without batting an eye. Crazy to see how much money moves around in the high-end art world. The world's most expensive house might just make your head spin. We're talking about the $2 billion mega mansion Antilia, owned by Mukesh Ambani, the richest guy in India. From the looks, it's a sleek 600-foot tall skyscraper, but instead of offices, it's one family's crib taking up the whole thing. I'm talking about 34 floors, 3 helipads, space for 160 cars, and amenities you can't even imagine. But wait, it gets crazier. This titanium-clad tower is engineered to withstand practically any natural disaster. Earthquakes, tsunamis, you name it. When you're Mukesh Ambani rich, nothing but over-the-top safety will do. And at a $2 billion price tag, it's no surprise. You're getting the Burj Khalifa of houses. All right, we've saved the biggest and most spectacular for last. Meet the legendary Yacht History Supreme, owned by Malaysian business magnate Robert Kwok, who bought it for a mind-melting $4.5 billion. Just as the name History Supreme screams luxury, and it definitely lives up to it, the entire exterior is coated in an astounding 100,000 kilos of solid gold and platinum. So, just looking at this thing would put regular yachts to shame. But wait, it gets crazier. The inside is straight up majestic, with 18-carat diamond wine glasses and interior accents carved from actual dinosaur bones and meteorites. Surely Kwok left no expense spared to sail in the ultimate status symbol on the high seas. Truly, an aquatic dream palace fit for royalty. So let us know in the comments which of these expensive things surprised you the most. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon for instant notifications so that you never miss a video from Factastic Trivia.